Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, everybody, and tonight we've got quite the ragey day / night. It's been a shocking round of Supercoach. Let's start off with St Kilda versus Hawthorn. So, still a bit sick, so bear with me. Really short of breath. I don't know if it's COVID or not, but I feel like I can't take a deep enough breath without coughing. I don't know what it is, to be honest, but anyway, let's get on to the Supercoach scores. So, start with Hawthorn. James Sicily, you are the best dumb player I've ever seen. Like, seriously, why would you go and take Caminiti's head off like that when there was absolutely no need, and you're probably going to cop at least 1, maybe 2 weeks. Like, seriously, wake the fuck up. But besides that, he was an animal. He was absolutely everywhere. Super happy with him, barring that incident, which is going to make him out next week. Him and Seamus Mitchell, like, it's just a nightmare. So if Mitchell misses, and Sicily we assume misses, I'm definitely not going to have 18. So at this point, just thinking about maybe tanking this first bye round a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I have to wait and see. Anyone else from Hawthorn relevant? Not really, besides Seamus Mitchell, who was playing really well, I thought. Probably was on track for like an 80 before he got hurt. But we'll take a 69. I mean, it is what it is. Weddle's 62, so anyone that has him, bit of a poor game, but still like a respectable score, going to make plenty of money. That's pretty much it. Now, St Kilda. Now, I brought in Jack Steele. Jack Steele, you're the worst captain, not only in the AFL right now, but I reckon you are the worst captain in the history of the AFL. That includes Nick Maxwell. Like, you are pathetic. I don't know if he's carrying an injury. I don't know what happened today, but this fucking dickhead has the best role in Supercoach. 100% CBAs, or whenever he's out there, he's in the middle, and he does not want that fucking ball. All he does is just trot along and just jog. Like, he's doing what he did in the practice matches. He's doing what he did at the start of the season, but it's worse. Like, this guy does not want to win. He doesn't want, what are you doing? Like, you're an inside mid and you're playing on the outside, just standing there watching. Like, fuck you, Steele, you pathetic piece of shit captain. I'm fucking done with him. And if I had enough trades, I would trade him out, but I can't. And then Sinclair, I don't know what happened to him today either, that fucking mullet. He was so bad. He was so bad today. And, like, Ross Lyon's playing him in the midfield. Just keep him on the fucking half-back line where he racks him up. Like, seriously, why is he playing in the midfield? Because you don't have enough fucking good midfielders because Jack Steele's that bad. Anyway, I do not want to think about St Kilda. I don't want to think about that game. That was one of the hardest games to watch, especially bringing in Steele this week. What a fucking dead set trap that bum is. Biggest flop. Worst nearly Brownlow medalist ever. Like, just absolute dog shit player. Biggest trap. Never ever again am I picking him. Melbourne Freo, I had no one from this game besides Matthew Johnson, who I decided to take on field. 72, so it's not quite a good score, but it's still okay. So he was good. Stam Sturt only scored 16, which is a bit stiff. Played like half a game. Sean Darcy, hamstring, that's really, really rough. Anyone that has him, it's, picking Steele could have been worse, I guess. I could have got Sean Darcy, but at least Darcy's a trade. I wish I had a reason to trade that shitter, Jack Steele. What a pathetic captain, seriously. Anyway, I gotta stop talking about him. Andrew Brayshaw, 127. He looks back. He looks really, really good. Sarong scored a little bit low for what he's been doing lately. Disposal efficiency was kind of down, I guess, but yeah, I wouldn't be worried about Sarong. Luke Ryan, I think he's playing a little bit more lockdown now, which isn't good. So keep an eye on that. Christian Petrarca, another good game from him. Expected him to play well without Clary. Plenty of midfield time, I would assume. I didn't watch all this game. I was watching the other game, which was the closest thing to torture as possible, I think. Max gone 98. I mean, Grundy's outscored him. I can't get a read on these two. I think we just stay away from both. That's pretty much it from Melbourne. Cade Chandler got subbed out. It wasn't very good. So, yeah, absolute must trade if you haven't traded him already. Geelong versus Jib West. So, Tom Stewart, another really good game. Seems like he's going big just about every time he plays at home. So, really happy with this. Yeah, Stewart's a gun. Absolute gun. Playing that same role that Sicily played today. They're just playing loose. They're not playing on anyone. So obviously they're going to score a shit ton of Supercoach points. From Geelong, Oyston Mullen. So this guy started off really well and then faded out a bit later. Yeah, definitely don't go early on him, but yeah, wait and see. Nevitt was a sub, so only played 30% game time, scored 40, which is pretty good. And Radigali got subbed out, so stiff if you have him. And Tom Hawkins 35, holy yikes! He was like 560k this week. I thought about him because I was right on that mark. Wouldn't have been too far off Jack's steal score. Lockie Ash, man, seriously, I had this fucking dickhead when no one had him. And no one still has him. No one probably ever have him. But fuck you, Ash. Like, seriously, where were these scores when I had you and actually needed you to pump them out? You said you want to pump out some 50s when I have you. Little Casper the Ghost looking fuckwit. Stephen Cornelio kind of got bailed out by a last second, goal assist. I think it was like a clutch goal assist. Could have kicked the goal and probably put him on a ton, but no, he wants to handball in a goal square. So, whatever. Tom Green was good if you have him. Another solid score. That's pretty much it. Whitfield played well but didn't score well, so don't know what's going with him. Now, this is where things get interesting. So, talk about Gold Coast. Matt Rao's gone 160 again. He's got to come into consideration. Like, he just has to. I feel like, yeah, that buy round is just so juicy. I wish I had him instead of Steele. Fuck, that would have been amazing. Obviously, hindsight is 2020, but yeah, this looked really, really good. So many, 16 clearances for God's sake. Like, this guy's a bull against one of the best midfields in the comp as well. Jared Witt's destroyed English. English is not that good. He really isn't. He's not what we thought he was going to be. He got destroyed by Witts in the ruck. Like, English just, the thing with English is, like, it feels like he's not even trying to win the hit-outs advantage. Like, he doesn't adapt. He's not trying something new. He's just the same style of... He's approaching the contest with Witts in the same way every single time, regardless of if Witts had beaten him 10 times in a row. It's just stupid. Bailey Humphrey, 92, so happy with him. Talk about my team in a second, because I've got a few things that I'm going to do with my team. It's a little bit shifty with the loopholes and whatnot. So, Ballard's pumped another good game as well, so he's one to consider. He plays that intercept role as well. Didn't need many touches to have a really nice score, so keep an eye on him. Good buy as well. Rory Atkins, 28. I mean, that is stiff, anyone that has him. Just could not get near it. Was playing everywhere. He was playing a bit forward, playing a bit back, playing a bit of wing. Like, it just felt like he was just nowhere near the ball. And then he got subbed out, so far. Jack McRae, 142. Man, if he didn't have that bad buy, he would be the best pick. Especially, he's going to be forward next week, so yeah, we've got to get him in, I think. Bontempelli, 122. So I ended up VCing him over Merritt, just because I was worried when West Coast brought in O'Neill last second that Merritt was going to cop some heavy attention, but I don't think he did in the end. So that's all right. Caleb Daniel, good score. Bailey Dale, good score. Those two guys that I'm tempted to take a punt on, but probably wouldn't have the balls to do it, I don't think. Liam Jones, 104. Get fucked. Even Oscar Baker had a relatively good score. Libba's had a bad one, so that's good. Hopefully he can drop in price a little bit and get him for like 580-ish, because that is definitely one I want to complete my team. Stolen Vitore. Cody Waitman, he's a fucking dickhead. I hate that prick. He's the biggest diver, but he was on like 0 like at the start of the fourth quarter or close to it. So he actually clutched up a bit, but fuck, if they had won that game, that would have been the biggest rort in AFL history. They got completely bailed out by the umpires, Gold Coast. So, Bulldogs. We get the ones getting bailed out by the umpires. Like, that 50-metre penalty was a shocking call. And then Waitman's taken a dive off the ball, and he took another dive as well. He's a fucking little loser. That's pretty much it for Tim English. Yeah. I wish I didn't have him. I hate him. He just gets bodied by any ruckman that's got, I don't know, a bit of size, I guess. West Coast, so no one really relevant here. They got the 3 seagulls on them. Yeah, nothing really to talk about. Andrew Gaff's had... Fuck, man. He's done. Yeah, he is so bad. Wowee. 90% game time and he scored 34. What an absolute fall from grace. I mean, he was never that good anyway, but he's definitely, like, dropped off. Dom Shee got injured, of course. Yeah, no one's relevant. Oh, Tim Kelly played okay, I guess. So Redmond's gone massive. Didn't watch any of this game. Merritt 111, really nice score. 32 touches, 7 marks, 9 contested. Seems a bit underscored, I think. Oh well. Stringer nearly turned up. What did Ridley score? Did Ridley not play? Or am I blind? I don't think... Oh, Ridley's up here. Fuck. 131. Oh my god. Oh my god. People who brought him out. Oh my god. That's like, what, back-to-back 120 pluses? That's fucked. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let's have a look at my team. So, went with the Bond VC. I think I'll take it. 121. It's right on that mark. I don't think Laird will go too much bigger than that. It's Laird's projected score anyway. Decided to take Matthew Johnson. So fielded Simpson, and then think I'm going to take Humphrey over Sheasel. I think Sheasel can maybe go 110. So, 20 points. If I lose 20 points, whatever. But yeah, I'll just take a guaranteed 92. You never know if Sheasel will get injured, or who knows what they're doing with his role. So I think it's just bank those points at this point. And yeah, so I'll take that Humphrey 92. Overall, the team's having a real struggle of the week. It just looks shocking. I think I'm looking like a 2-3, maybe 2-4 kind of score. I don't know what par is, but I can't be anywhere near it. I wouldn't have thought. So I think all the luck ran out last week, but is what it is. STEELE's the main problem. He's the one I don't even want anymore. I never wanted him in the first place. I sacrificed my first buy round just so I can add a primo. But what a shit move that was in hindsight. And then Lachlan McAndrew, he's a fuckwit. Seriously, he'd be lucky to play another game of AFL in his whole life. So that's it for the video anyway. I hope everyone's having a better round than I am, and I'll see you in the next one.